Zach, I'm going to be honest with you here. I haven't won a Warzone match in almost a year now. I've literally won a Fandom match more recently than I have won a Warzone match. That's how bad it has gotten.
So we gotta keep the streak going.
Well, that's one way to look at it. I was going to say that I really appreciate that the other team named their team as a way to motivate me to feel
it's
good
kind of
about
like
myself.
You win either way. We can just claim that we are something like or whatever the Scott name is. I almost saved your podcast.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people are honestly going to get confused watching the match thinking that Great Scott is referring to the team that actually has a Scott on it. But no, we're Ahoy Sexy. We're glad to be back. The first match, it didn't even count. And if we lose this one, it also won't count. It's just we're just playing with a stacked deck here. So we got nothing to lose. Why don't we just...
Better to be defined as being sexy than being Scott. It's very important.
Yeah, it's true. I've only been one in my lifetime. Let's play.
Great Scott, Brian, we are back. Finally, the hottest team is back in Warzone. You want to talk about names?
Back on 2 months after the 2 months since we last competed here, so...
It's been too long. You want to talk about names? Fine, we can swap names, because look at us. Look at us. Brian, flex for him. Show him the guns. We're the sexiest team in Warzone. We need that name. You can have Great Scott. I don't care. I mean, this match, we got this match. I mean, their strengths, what do we got here? We got... Oscar movies,
Greta Gerwig films.
Greta Gerwig. Oh, I like movies where people just talk and there's characters about snooze. Okay, we're gonna win. If we don't, it's rigged.
Wait, best person to win.
No, sure.
This is us. So,
hello everyone, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. We have got a great match for you today. We have got Great Scott, a team made up of Brian and Brandon, versus Ahoy Sexy, a team that has a guy named Scott on it, as well as Zach Ford. This is going to be an incredibly confusing match for our hosts. With me on the desk, we've got Mr. Bill Carriola. Bill, how are you doing?
A lot of sexy talk tonight.
I don't like it. It's not what movie trivia is about.
I will handle the sexy talk. You handle the nuts and bolts. That's why we're a team. So.
All right. Well, with that being said, speaking of teams, we will bring in our teams and we will get going with round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. You're going to get 8 different questions in 8 different categories in the realm of general movies. You will have about 15 or so seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. If you get it right, you will get a point. If you get it wrong, you will not get a point. If you manage to get all 8 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question, also worth 1 point. There is no stealing in this round because you're all answering the same questions. Reminder to both teams that you have 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. And remember to keep both hands on screen at all times. Any questions before we get going?
Nope.
All right, then we will get into your first question, which comes in the category of the 1980s. Hannah and Her Sisters is set during what holiday?
I've never seen this.
I have also never seen this.
It's like a Woody Allen movie or some shit, right?
It is. It is.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan, and he's a garbage human. So
this is true.
All true things. So
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brandon.
Thanksgiving.
And Scott.
Thanksgiving.
And Brian.
I put Christmas.
And Zach.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is correct. So Ahoy Sexy takes the 1-point lead as we get.
Brian's Canadian. No fair.
Exactly.
Moving on to question 2 in directors. Who directed the most entries in the Fast and Furious franchise?
And for the record, for the Canadian comment, we also have Thanksgiving. It's just a different day. We have our own Thanksgiving.
I will say, did finally watch all these movies. A delight.
3.
They really took up steam after like 5.
All right. Zach with a repeat for Ahoy Sexy.
All right. Who directed the most entries in the Fast and Furious franchise?
You know, I've seen a good chunk of these.
Yeah. I like how by 7 or 8, they're like, fuck physics. Who cares? It's fine.
You want to send cars into space? Go for it.
Absolutely, yes.
4.
When you know the series is peaked.
I'm with Cody.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Scott.
Justin Lin.
And Brian.
Justin Lin.
And Zach.
I blinked.
And Brandon.
It's a John Chu.
Justin Lin is correct. So we have 3-2. As we get to your third question in the category of mystery thrillers, what classic thriller is about a retired burglar trying to clear his name after a series of robberies are committed in his style?
Same thing happened to me.
You know, Brandon, can we just get your hand? Yeah, thank you very much. You know, this seems like just like a hallmark of the genre. It's like, oh, criminal, but you're not actually the criminal. 5, 4.
So the movie can happen.
2. Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 10 down. We go to Brian.
I just put Virgo.
And Zach.
To Catch a Thief.
And Brandon. And Scott.
I almost repeated and said To Catch a Thief. I put Top Cappy.
To Catch a Thief is correct.
Good
So
job,
with that,
Zach.
there will be no perfect rounds. We get to question number 4.
All right, question number 4 is in the category of Oscars. Kate Winslet received her first Oscar nomination for what film? You a big fan of the Katie Wins?
You know, I loved her in such movies as I'm not allowed to say any movie she's in case it gives away the answer.
Totally fine.
That film where she plays that lady and Insurgent. 5.
The detergent franchise.
1,
Always a favorite.
10 down. I think I'm safe to say that one.
Totally fine.
We'll go to Zach.
Sense and Sensibility.
And Brandon. And Scott.
It was between Sense and Sensibility and Titanic.
And Brian.
I also put Titanic.
Sense and Sensibility is the
Good job,
correct
Zach.
answer. All right, your next question will come in the category of sports movies. What type of establishment does Adrian work at in Rocky?
I have seen this film. It is a birthright in Philadelphia to have watched.
I was going to say, if you hadn't seen it, especially with your nickname being Philadelphia,
I did not see it until I was 26, though.
3,
So
2, 1. Pens down. We go to Brandon. Can you say your answer, Brandon?
A restaurant.
And Scott.
A pet shop.
And Brian.
I put Butcher Shop.
And Scott. Or Zach.
Yeah, I'll take it. Pet store.
Pet store is correct. So both members of Ahoy Sexy getting that one correct.
all right. Your next question comes in the category of recent releases. What is the subtitle of the most recent film in the Resident Evil franchise released in 2021?
I've seen all of these.
I've seen none of these.
I've seen all of these in the past 2 months.
I've played the games, though.
This is the best one, and I know people will disagree with me about that, but that should let you know how bad this franchise is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Scott.
It has Raccoon City in the title. I said, Welcome to Raccoon City.
And Brian.
I just put Extinction.
And Zach.
There's an ammo. Resident Evil Bunny Hill.
And Brandon.
Welcome to Raccoon City.
Welcome to Raccoon City is correct. As we get to your penultimate question, the category of rom-coms. What 2000s rom-com features a cast that includes Emile Hirsch, Timothy Olyphant, and Paul Dano?
Rom-coms are fun. I don't want to say anything or give any names away.
Yeah, again,
So,
it's the thing where when we ask what movie, I can't say anything about the movie or any other movies anyone was in.
Love that Dano, though. Yeah, he good time.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Scott. We will go to Brian
I put Leap Year.
and Zach
Is it The Girl Next Door?
and Brandon
The Girl Next Door.
and Scott.
Yeah, good job, Zach. I said Punch Drunk Love.
The Girl Next Door is correct. As we get to your final question.
Your final question comes in the category of action adventure. How specifically does Arnold Schwarzenegger kill Bennett in the climax of Commando?
Brian, can we just get your hands up?
Yep,
Please?
sorry about that.
crackerjack of a film, I'll just say. So
I haven't seen it.
I highly recommend. I want a letterbox review of that just to watch your face.
I feel like I wouldn't like it. 5.
Oh God,
4,
you can make a grilled cheese out of this
3,
one. It's just
2, 1. Pens down, and we'll go to Zach
Shoot him in his head.
and Brandon
Let off some steam. He impales him with a steam pipe.
and Scott
Yeah, that's right. I said burns him.
and Brian.
I just put a gun to his head.
Impales him on a steam pipe is exactly correct.
Nice ball.
So at the end of round number 1, I have Ahoy Sexy at 9, Great Scott at 5. Is that what you have, Bill?
exactly what I have.
9 to 5. Dolly Parton would be proud. As we get into the wheel round, we will bring up the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. Our wheel has 8 different categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Our team in the lead will get to choose whether they would like to spin first or defer, whichever team spins. If they like what they get on their first spin, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again unless they land on opponent's choice, but they will be forced to keep whatever they land on their second spin. Whatever category they end up with, they will get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece, or they can go to multiple choice for 1 point. But reminder that stealing is available, so if you miss, your opponents can steal the points away from you. The categories on your wheel today are Greta Gerwig, 2000s comedy, drama, 1990s, 2021 Oscar nominees. And to clarify, these are Oscar-nominated films from 2021, not films nominated at the 2021 Oscars, because someone at home is going to get annoyed about it. Disney animation, romance, and romantic comedies. So with that being said, Ahoy Sexy, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Defer, right, Zach?
Sounds good.
We'll defer.
Sounds lovely.
Great Scott, this is your spin or your first spin. And you land on Greta Gerwig. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
How you
Take
feel on
it,
this,
cowards.
Brandon?
I've seen her movies, but I like everything else.
Yeah, I say spin again.
Yeah.
All right, spinning again. Whatever you land on, you will be stuck with. And you land on your strength of 2000s comedies. So, Bill, how much you give them their questions in the category of 2000s comedies?
Completely fair. Okay, gentlemen, if you are ready for your question in 2000s comedies. In Mean Girls, Principal Duval says after the riot, he would cancel the spring fling, but won't for what reason?
Multiple choice in this one? Or,
Yeah, I can't.
yeah, multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, they already paid the DJ, B, it's not fair to the boys, C, the girls are already too sad, or D, they can't afford to refund tickets.
Which are you leaning towards?
I want to say it's A. I don't know why. That one just
A. How confident are you on it?
not really that well, at all.
So,
You have an inkling?
I'll go probably the
4,
castle, the
3,
the
2,
DJ one.
1.
Okay, A.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct for a point.
Phew.
All right, your next question. In I Love You Man, Peter is trying to sell the house of what actor?
Lou Ferrigno.
Final answer.
For answer.
That's correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. How does Alan Arkin's character die in Little Miss Sunshine?
It's been a long time since I've seen this one.
He
I think is it overdosing on something?
that sounds let's go with that.
Yeah, he overdoses.
He overdoses.
Final answer?
Yes.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
accept that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, 2
Yeah,
points.
we can accept that. Also, yeah, just
All right.
reminder to please say final answer.
Yeah, got it.
after.
Okay.
All right, your next question. Who plays Elle's best friend Paulette in Legally Blonde?
I believe it's Jeffrey Coolidge, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. So Jeffrey Coolidge for answer.
That's correct for 2 points. And your final question in 2000s comedies. In Click, Adam Sandler's character Michael Newman purchases a magical universal remote from what department store?
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Bed Bath & Beyond. Final answer.
That's correct. 2 points.
Never go to the Beyond section.
All right. So at the end of Great Scott's turn, I have them getting to 14. Ahoy Sexy still at 9. Is that what you have, Bill?
That is what I have.
All right. Then we will bring back up the wheel for you're not Great Scott, but you're the team with a guy named Scott. Terrible. I hate it.
Sexy Scott.
I understand how every person who's hosted me and Red Shaw in a match feels now. Your first has been Ahoy Sexy. You land on the category of the 1990s. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I feel pretty good about it. What do you think, Zach?
Sure.
Well, I mean, one of their strengths is off the wheel, I guess. And
one is off the wheel. The other one is still there.
I say we keep it. We're only down by 5, so I think we can work our way through it and still get a lead. So.
Let's go.
All right, we'll keep it.
All right, keeping the category of 1990s, I will be giving you guys your questions. Your first question in the 1990s. How does Brad Pitt's character die before death takes control of his body in Meet Joe Black?
I think it's a car accident, right?
Sounds good. Sounds about right in my memory.
Car accident, final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. What does the term broken arrow mean in Broken Arrow?
Is that the name of a missile or like I know the movie is about missiles.
That sounds good. I think we should probably do multiple choice.
Yeah, let's go multiple.
All right. Is it A, a crashed plane, B, an assassination attempt, C, a lost nuclear device, or D, an attack on a military base?
So I think it's C then.
Okay, go with that.
Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. In the opening scene of Dumb and Dumber, Lloyd attempts to flirt with a woman from what country?
Yeah, no idea.
I never watched it yet.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Austria, B, England, C, Germany, or D, Australia.
I'm stuck on because I was thinking Germany, but Austria also sounds good. Do I say Germany?
Yeah, Germany seems like more basic. What they would probably be. Germany, final answer.
That is incorrect. Great Scott for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Austria, B, England, C, Germany, or D, Australia?
Austria.
Put another shrimp on the Barbie. Yeah. Austria. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point steal. What secret does Grace discover about her husband at the beginning of Something to Talk About?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't really either. It's a Bonnie Raitt song, but multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, he's having an affair, B, he's gay, C, he's a secret agent, or D, he has an illegitimate son?
I think it's D, illegitimate son, or B because it's 90s.
5.
Let's say he's gay.
3.
Okay, B.
Final answer.
That is incorrect. Great Scott for the 1 point steal. Is it A, he's having an affair, B, he's gay, C, he's a secret agent, or D, he has an illegitimate son?
Which are you
thinking A or B, and they took B.
Yeah, the tours maybe. Yeah, A, C or D maybe. Either.
D?
Yeah. So which one you're confident going with?
Was it secret agent or son?
4,
Yeah.
3,
Go son.
2.
Son. Final answer.
Well, D. Yeah.
That is incorrect. We were looking for A, he's having an affair.
I should have went with that one. My bad.
And your final question. Who stars as the criminal Gus in The Ref?
It's
Dennis Leary. Yeah.
Dennis Leary,
answer.
final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. So at the end of round number 2, I have Great Scott at 15, Ahoy Sexy at 14. Is that what you have, Bill?
That's what I have.
All right, then we will get into round number 3. Round number 3, as always, is our Pick Your Poison round. Our competitors are going to get to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. The categories they can choose from today are recent releases, Jim Carrey, 1970s, westerns, coming of age / teen, directors, comedy, and romantic comedies. So we will let our competitors choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. Our competitors have had the chance to choose what they want for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point questions. Great Scott has chosen their 1 in comedy, their 2 in romantic comedy, their 3 in recent releases, and their 4 in Jim Carrey. Whereas Ahoy Sexy has chosen their 1 in romantic comedies, their 2 in coming of age / teen, their 3 in directors, and their 4 in recent releases. So we will start with Ahoy Sexy as they are behind, and we will go until either all of the questions have been asked or one team has been mathematically eliminated. So Bill, hit them with their first question.
All right. Zach, if you're ready for your 1-pointer in ROMCOM.
Yeah.
Who stars as Loretta Castorini in Moonstruck?
That is Cher.
That's correct for a point. The tie game.
We do not need her last name because nobody knows what it is.
Cher Bear.
We will go over to Great Scott for their 1-point question in comedy, which will go to Brian. What is the profession of John Cusack's character in Gross Point Blank?
He's a banker?
That is incorrect. He is a hitman.
Oh, okay.
So we will go back to Ahoy Sexy for their 2-point question in coming of age /teen for Scott.
All right, Scott, not the great Scott, but hey, Scott, are you ready for your 2-pointer in coming of age?
Yeah.
What Oscar-nominated actress plays Duncan's mom in The Way, Way Back?
Toni Collette.
That's correct for 2 points.
So we will go back over to Great Scott for their 2 in romantic comedies for Brandon. Your 2-point question. Damon Wayans Jr., Dakota Johnson, and Rebel Wilson all appear in what 2010s romantic comedy? Five, four,
Repeat the
3,
question.
2. All right, that is your first repeat. Damon Wayans Jr., Dakota Johnson, and Rebel Wilson all appear in what 2010s romantic comedy?
Say That Awkward Moment.
That is incorrect. Looking for How to Be Single. How to Be Single. So we will stick with Great Scott now for their 3-point question. In recent releases, they are allowed to confer. Your question. What government position is Joel Walks running for in Licorice Pizza?
I didn't see this.
What was that, Brandon?
I haven't seen this movie yet.
Yeah. I'm going to guess mayor. Mayor?
4,
That pops up
3.
to you.
2.
Mayor.
Mayor for answer.
That is correct for 3
Oh,
points.
wow. I haven't seen this. Took a guess there.
So we will go back to Ahoy Sexy for their 3 in directors.
And gentlemen, you both can confer your 3-pointer for directors. Who directed Gentlemen Prefer Blondes?
Isn't it Howard Hawks?
You think so?
I think.
Okay.
Right, Howard
I
Hawks.
don't know.
Answer.
That's correct for 3 points.
Good job.
So we will go back to Great Scott for their 4-pointer in Jim Carrey. If they hit, we will go back to Ahoy Sexy for their 4-pointer. If not, Ahoy Sexy will win. Your 4-point question, Great Scott. What business does Clementine work for in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
I was seen this a long time. Trying to remember.
5,
Repeat.
4, 3. All right, you have 1 repeat remaining. What business does Clementine work for in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Trying to think.
Dental assistant, or am I just like making that up?
Be the receptionist.
Well, it would have to be business. So
Oh
like-
yeah, business. So that's that.
5,
How confident are you on this one?
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Yeah,
All right,
repeat.
that is your final repeat once again. What business does Clementine work for in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Or is it like a specific place?
Try to remember.
5.
You wanna go with your gut?
Say a dentist.
Dentist.
And your winner Ahoy, sexy. We were looking for Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble is the
Okay.
answer we were looking for. So with that, we will get into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finishers. Great Scott. Guys, you put up a good match. You were behind in round one, but you came out of round two with the lead, and then unfortunately the questions just sort of didn't fall into what you were hoping for, but still nonetheless a good match. How are you guys feeling?
I'm okay.
I feel
not the
disappointed.
best round one.
Yeah, there were a bit tough questions to begin with. So
Yeah, some questions
Yeah.
I should have known in round one.
Yeah,
round
same.
two, I was thinking around three. I was thinking I had single in my head, but I couldn't put anything else to it, so I just threw out a movie that I think I don't know if that was even a movie I threw out.
it was
but-
actually.
It was
Okay.
it was a real movie, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But I was thinking single. I was gonna say like Singles Day, or I couldn't. I just
Single
could not
white
pull that
female,
phrase.
everyone's favorite romantic.
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah. So yeah, hilarious. So yeah, and then round three, we only thought there was
Bit
three
tough,
questions,
yeah.
so we weren't quite prepared. That's why we threw in that romantic comedy in at the last second. So
Yeah.
we have some work to do, but I feel good about what we did.
Yep.
Brian had some great polls.
But at least we didn't get KO or anything. At least we made it through all the way to the final question.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, you guys are now 1-1. I am sure we will see you again at some point. Are there any teams you would like to face when you return?
Whoever's in last place, we'll take them.
Yeah, whoever's like there, maybe JPO's team if he's there, like to face
Oh.
him.
We want a hard one, okay? We don't want Jordan. We'll
Yeah.
take Jordan.
All right. Well, we will say goodbye to Great Scott, and we will bring in our winners today. Ahoy, ahoy, sexy. How do you
Ahoy.
feel?
I did play it down a little bit
I
for
feel-
a name.
I feel good. We had a good round one. I think there's a couple that I was like between two and I picked the wrong one. So I'm glad that didn't come back in the end. But honestly, I thought Zach and I played really well together as a team in this match. Like whenever he didn't know something, it seemed like I did. And then whenever I didn't know something, it seemed like he did. And obviously the 3-pointer, I did not know that was Howard Hawk. So that won us the match right there probably. So thank you, Zach, for that. And yeah, I'm happy to finally break the streak.
Yeah, I'm happy too. I got nervous because they dominated round two and we were down a little bit. I'm glad we could pull it back together.
Yeah, they did well.
With strong round three. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you are now 1-0. This win does count. The loss would have counted, unlike what you lied about. In your
Yeah, we
post.
never lost a match. Officially, we
But you are 1-0, so you will be basically guaranteed another match. Are there any teams you would wish to face in said next match? Keeping the realistic expectation of you are 1-0, your next match will not be Kumite.
Well, I think I do think maybe the tournament now is coming up soon. So I generally I've had a good history actually with the team's tournament. So I imagine we'll probably be a lower seed. I'm trying to think who higher seeds. I mean, playing Kirk and Andrew would be fun. I mean, they're two of my friends, so that'd be a good team to play. But yeah, honestly, just happy to get a win, and we'll see if we can do any damage in the tournament.
Yeah, my answer is the same as always. Whoever's the dumbest.
All right. Well, with that being said,
Zach
we'll
doesn't
say
even know who
goodbye.
plays in Warzone anymore. So.
We'll say goodbye to Ahoy Sexy as we go to final thoughts on the desk. Bill, final thoughts on the match we just saw.
Yeah, thought that was like a hell of a match. It was lead swings back and forth every round. And, I've been there round three sometimes just does not go your way and it happens. But nothing to hang their head about. I mean, so Great Scott did a good job. And Ahoy Sexy pulled off a on-the-books victory for their record. So good for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, with that, we are going to say goodbye. So on behalf of Bill Carriola, Brian Nussbaum, Brandon Cohen, Zach Ford, and Scott Harvey, as well as everyone else here at Multiplex Entertainment, I have been Cameron Holzman. Thank you all for watching. Have a great whatever time of day it is that you're watching this match.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior. You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
You've been taken.
Bye-bye.